It's always confused me why Mattel never released just a regular Alexander Hugo. Each time they released him, he had this party hat, which I do admit, it's a nice addition from the regular car, but I would like to just have a regular Alexander Hugo without the party hat, and maybe some of the other bodyguard lemons that appeared at the Porta Corsa meeting and the London fight scene. So far, we only have Alexander Hugo, but with the party hat, and Tolga Trunkov from the London fights. So maybe if Mattel brings back the Lemon series in 2017, or makes a new series for the Porta Corsa meeting, or the London fight, we'll see some more of these lemons. I would love if they release them. Lemons have always been some of my favorite cars to collect. And now let's get on with today's suggestion video. Thank you very much for the suggestion, Noah the Movie Dude. I really do appreciate it. And yes, suggestions are reopened, but I do ask that you don't suggest anything from July 9th to the 22nd, because that is when I'll be on vacation. In fact, today is the 10th of July, I believe, so I'm already on vacation. So please, just don't suggest anything from that time, but afterwards you can suggest anything you'd like, and I will be making an introduction back into suggestions that will provide some more rules and guidelines that you'd have to follow, but for the time being, you can really just suggest whatever you like. Just please, obviously though, don't suggest anything that I've already reviewed. And now let's get on with the review of Alexander Hugo. Alexander was originally released in one of the 2012 Kmart collector's events. The other exclusive car for that event was Mary Escobar, along with some silver racers. He was then re-released in the 2014 Lemon series. As you can see, he was number 5 out of 8 in the Lemon series, and it always was strange to me why they never had the party hat a part of Alexander's art here, even though both times he did have the party hat on the diecast. So I assume that Pixar never provided Mattel with art of Alexander with the party hat, so that's why they could just only use regular Alexander Hugo for the art. Now, I always loved his expression here. It really accurately represents the movie when he's laughing, kind of joking around with even the tow truck, which was actually Mater. He said, "Even, isn't this a great party?" And they're all celebrating that all null is done and everyone's going to have to rush back to oil, and they obviously own one of the largest oil reserves on Earth. So he's got the nice happy expression. He's got the V logo on his grill there, obviously for Victor Hugo, which is the head of the Hugo family. He's got this nice polka dot yellow and green party hat, which is just kind of really ironic to me because these guys are so bad. They're very, very cruel. And then they're wearing these hats, these cone hats that have yellow polka dots, and it was just really surprising to me because it's like their characters, their personalities, that is just like completely switched. But you know, it's just kind of a funny thing in the movie. He has road hug tires, as you can see there, with kind of like a grayish, like a silver blue, I guess you can say, rims there, which are very, very nice. Silver going along the side here, and on the back here, he's got Victor printed back there because, again, Victor Hugo is the head of the not Lemon family, but he's the head of the Hugo Lemon family. His license plate reads PA-tron 93, kind of like Patron 93. Again, I don't really know the significance of that. There may be some significance, or it's possibly just random. And on the right side here, it says 1.0, probably standing for the model of the Hugo, which again, it's kind of ironic because Hugos were never really released or upgraded the following year because they were clunker cars, so 1.0 was probably the last. And here's the base for anyone who's interested. Nothing too special on the base, just a little bit of detailing and all those codes. And now Alexander Hugo is the same model as Victor Hugo, who was released in 2012 and then again in 2013. Both releases are pretty rare nowadays. Both of them have the V on their grill there. Victor Hugo is not looking as happy as Alexander Hugo, definitely. Same rims, same design and all that stuff. They do have the same license plate, unfortunately. I don't know why. Again, it's probably a mistake on Mattel's part. They really shouldn't have the same license plate, but they do. Same text, Victor, and then 1.0. So very, very nice. I can't complain about either of these releases. They're very, very cool. And I feel like Victor should have been re-released this year in the Oil Rig Getaway series rather than Tubbs Pacer or Vladimir, because both of them are the easiest to get lemon heads, and J. Kirby Gremlin and Victor Hugo are the hardest to get ones. So it's like Mattel knows that, and they're like, ha ha ha, we're gonna make you spend the big bucks on eBay for those, and we're gonna re-release the ones that are cheap on eBay. So whatever. I just wanted to point out that Marcelo also has a party ad here. This was one of the pitties in the 2014 Chase single. Of course, it included Marco as well. It was in the last case of 2014. Now, the sizes of the party hat are different, so I assume that, you know, I don't really call this an error on Mattel's part. It's just that they had different sized party hats at the the party in Porta Corsa. So maybe this was for the trunk ofs or the Pacers that didn't have such a big roof or something. I'm just speculating here, but it's pretty cool that the party hat accessory was used in multiple times. And just so anyone knows, the party hat's like a soft rubber. You can kind of bend it around, but it is not removable. And since it's kind of like engraved in the roof there, it technically makes Alexander a different model than Victor. So that is all for the review of Alexander Hugo with Party Hat. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you, Noah the Movie Dude, for the suggestion. Really do appreciate it, and I'll see you guys all on Tuesday for another video. See you guys then. Bye now.